Hello, my lovely anatomists and physiologists. So welcome to our final chapter in Anatomy and Physiology Part 1. We are here talking about the reproductive system, and I have lots of interesting information to share with you, so I'm pretty excited about this one. Okay, so getting started, when we think about the sort of jobs of the reproductive system, we can say one job is the production of gametes. Gamete is our sort of fancy name for sex cells. And there are, of course, two varieties, and we call these either sperm or spermatozoa. And then we have the ovum. We also see job of the reproductive system to sort of develop and maintain what are described as secondary sex characteristics. And so these are those characteristics that we see being determined in large part by our hormones. So we're looking at differences in fat distribution, differences in hairiness, differences in overall height, differences in muscle development, differences in voice, right? That we see happening based on whether your body is developing with the controls of testosterone or the controls of estrogen. And so then also as part of the jobs of the reproductive system, we can say production of what we can call sex hormones. And here we're seeing primarily testosterone. And estrogens, there's actually a few different types, which we won't differentiate, but we can put an S on the end there to indicate it's not just one particular type of hormone. It's actually kind of a category. Now, let's see the functioning of the reproductive system. We have this connection here with hormones. And so very much to have the reproductive system functioning, we are going to see it very much having to have a coordination with the endocrine system. And so just like with all body systems, when we look at them in isolation, that's a little bit of a lie, right? It's really a better understanding when we start looking at this system in the context of all the other systems of the body. You know, when I talked about the secondary sex characteristics, I included things like changes in your skeletal development, changes in your fat distribution, changes in your skeletal muscle composition, changes in your hairiness on your integumentary system. And so clearly we're seeing a lot of involvement from other body systems. When we talk about the structures of the reproductive system, we're going to have both internal reproductive anatomy. And this can include things such as glands. Of course, this would include the uterus. And in the glands, we include mammary glands as part of this discussion as well. And then we have, of course, our external anatomy as well. And this is really what we're looking for in terms of gonads, genitals. I don't have gonads listed here because we'll see in the case of the female body type, we will see gonads internally. And in the case of the male body type, we see the gonads actually as part of that external reproductive anatomy. All right, this is a pretty good overview, pretty good start to our conversation on the reproductive system. So please stay tuned. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other.